Alumni Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Boston College Eagles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Cardinal head coach told me before the game they have been waking their players up early all week long to make sure they are prepared for the time change. Coming from the West to the East Coast can always be a little bit of a challenge, but they have done a ton of research to make sure their players have the best habits and are ready to perform at their highest level here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air. It's Warren. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Eagles offense will now get its first chance with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a...
Motion from the wideout. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the front.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
But if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Might have a chance. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing try to come away with 3. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights, and that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll go to the counter play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Stanford! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Addison. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running inside. It's Dickens. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Line getting set on 2nd down. Trying play action. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Caught in the backfield, it's right. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Flips it out in the flat. Got 9 yards on the play, leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the counter. Maybe some room here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. 6th play of the drive coming up. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The run inside. It's Ray. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Got a man, it's Holt. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff, it's Ford. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Might be changing the route. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Blast his way ahead, but not much room.
Getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional. Put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Pulls and fires complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it. Not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback keep. Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Boston College. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Warren. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now on 1st down from the 30. Running inside, it's Ford. Picks up the 1st down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. To the air on 1st down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. They'll run play action. Now adjusting. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
That's caught. It's right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. BC trying to turn this red zone trip into a party in the mods. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Under fire. Lets it go to the end zone.
just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man, it's Warren. He's got an open man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Cardinals come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. They've got the screen set up. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He caught him. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Scarlet Knights, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Alumni Stadium. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stanford will boot it away to start this. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ollie, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with Coach O'Brien here at the half. The first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the third quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on, but their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
Holly, thank you. Now they'll run it to the right here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Boston College will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. Got a man, it's Blackburn. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got a little grass. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Warren. Grabbed in the middle, it's Shaw. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. The run inside. It's Ford. Got enough for the first. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Stanford now has it in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. From the gun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! And that one will put them up here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Rides the option, he keeps it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for space, it's Ray. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the ground, he's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The running back has it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Boston College right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gets the back moving. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buying some time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These third downs are start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered. Over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving. Out to the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Got it in the middle, it's Green. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time in the final period here on third down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. 30 short. They got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And some room to work. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Warren. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. Short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Warren. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Addison. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie things up. Pressure coming, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Second down, he'll throw it quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to get it through the air. There's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And the missed connection on third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to...
Snatches it on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Boston College! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. The ball squirts free. He's at the 40.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football. Makes the catch and he's free. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Warren. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Davis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they get him down.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's third down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this third down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense.
There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary. They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's not going to make it, stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll bring it out. It's Addison. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Boston College wants to play fast. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm